Hello everyone, my name is Arturo and welcome to My Life in Silver League, where we look at how badly I can play StarCraft 2 and hopefully learn something on the way. Today I'm actually faced off against a Bronze League player, Musa, level 30 Terran player. Going up against me is random. I figured, well, what the hey, I've been having a decent run of games. You saw in our last episode I did manage to take down a Zerg player as Terran, so we'll go random. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know. I'm horrible at Zerg, and I'm horrible at Protoss, which I hope I will show you over the course of this series just how bad I am. I hope to learn by going random, but it doesn't quite work out as planned. Musa is in the top here as the red Terran. He there, I say, alright. In the bottom, I randomized also to Terran. So, this will be interesting. It's a Terran versus Terran, a TBT. And looks like I'm going to go for my standard open here, get myself up to 10 SCVs, and then throw down that supply depot. So with Terran versus Terran matches, usually my thinking is, okay, if at all possible, get the Marine Marauder going, try and, if possible, deny the second base, though usually that doesn't go very well, and get to Starport Tech without forgetting, because I'm horrible at relying on either Marine Marauder mine, or just forgetting completely to even build the starport until like the 20-minute mark. So I'm slowly getting better at that. Hopefully I will do so here. The supply depots are just about done. Actually, I think I finished mine just slightly ahead of Musa, so I have a minuscule advantage as the SCVs come out. Here goes my little SCV scout, just checking out everything, making sure it's all good. Musa's going immediately for the barracks. Well ahead of mine, actually. Well ahead of mine. I believe, was I going macro for this? I must have been going macro. After my success against our previous opponent, the Zerg player, TSS Recon, I figured, well, let's give this macro trick a try here. Let's go for the command center. Musa, however, has got his first gas up already, and he's about halfway through his barracks. He's going to have Marines on the field well before I do. Supplies, I think we're tied. Actually, stop making workers here so that I can get down that command center. There we go. Command center number 2 on the way at the 2.5-minute mark. And there is my next SCV. And Musa's actually stopped. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, he pulled everybody off the line. He pulled everybody off the line just to kill my scout. Oh, that'll grant me a brief respite there as the second barracks comes down and the SCV count goes back up again. So that was unexpected. I remember that now. That was an unusual moment. I would, hey, I'll take the brief interruption of resources for what it's worth. First Marine is on the way here from Musa, as my command center is about halfway done, and the first barracks for my low ground wall off. Like, you know what? High ground? Who needs that? Second barracks from my low ground going in there now, so I'm trying to catch up in the barracks count. I know what's going on here from my scout. I believe I figured that out from my scout. Yes, I knew there was one, and I knew it was nearly done. I knew I was behind. So that's why I knew I needed 2. Marines coming out here from Musa. He will be doing well. He is supply blocked now, though, and he's working on his next supply depot. I am also supply blocked and working on a command center, which should help alleviate that block as my gas is almost done. And there we go. Still no orbital, I realize, and I think that happens now. There's my orbital. Boom! Orbital on the way. Reactor coming down here from Musa. He's got his orbital already rocking and rolling, and the mule is out and ready to go. There's the supply depot. Help alleviate that block, as the other one is already finished. And is that Tech and Reactor? Tech and Reactor with 3 Marines on the field. Musa's just chugging right along here. However, I am starting to catch up. I've got my own Marine on the field as I continue to go SCV heavy. Let's look at the supply here. It is even 3-3. A slight lead in worker count for me, which is good enough. 1 Marine, 2 Marine. Where is 3 Marine? Where is 3 Marine here? We got 1, 2. Oh, there he is. There's 3. He was just in training. Yep, pretty even across the board. Slight advantage there from the SCVs, which is always good. Combat shields on the way from Musa here. Would be a great boost for him early, as well as a Marauder. He's going for that early tech. He's going for those Marauders, and he should be doing fine, but no expansions going on here yet for Musa. He's doing well. He's got his engineering bay up and running, so he can start working on his upgrades. He's got money in the bank to start something, too. He's a little more minerals. And what are we going to see? He will indeed be going for an orbital. Sorry, that's me. He'll be going for a supply depot here, as well as Marines and Marauders. Yes, I'm getting my second command center on orbital. There's the third barracks. Just wall that nonsense right off. SCVs come along here as I've got my supply depots here. The block is alleviated quite nicely. The factory coming down here from Musa. He's really packing it in on the high ground. No expansion because, by the way, guess what? I've parked 3 Marines in your expansion, so I'm going to know if you try to expand. I'm probably going to shoot that SCV down before you can do something about it. Because that matters. Factory's almost done here from Musa. I am still working on barracks, and there my factory is now underway too, taking that low ground, making a little slalom course here to try and stop the march up into the unprotected main base. That's not good. Gas now coming down at the natural. Got double gas at the natural. Double gas at the main. Decent saturation on all points here. Tech lab going down. Tech lab going down for the factory. Supply depot also as well, trying to alleviate that supply. I am right up against it here. I am right up against supply. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey, hey, you, SCV. Make supply depot. Supply depot. Oh, that's why. That's why I was busy. I got destroyed by that army. That's unfortunate. So, the expansion blockers have been knocked out, and I have, I believe, only the most base of troops at home. Great worker advantage, but Musa could walk in and win this, but he's going to finally get his expansion going. The 8-minute mark. I'm floating a ton of minerals here. Oh, and here comes the starport and siege tank on the way here from Musa, as well as his, there's the expansion. I'm getting my engineering bay up here, because I have hit the 9-minute mark and my paranoia is starting to set in. They're double starport for me. Yeah, you got 1 starport, I got 2. That's how this is going to go. I'm starting to hit my usual paranoia here once I get supply block, but oh no, that's it, it's over. Something horrible is going to happen. And, you know, I'd like to not be, you know, dropped or bansheed or vikinged or what have you. So we'll see how that goes. There's more Marines come out to join their brothers on the field here. Even supply here. The supply is dead even. 4th barracks coming down for me now. 3 missile turrets now going down for Musa. He's got the same idea I do. That's like, hey, guess what? I haven't seen anything in a while. I don't want to be, you know, dropped. Which should have been a clue to me, as you will see later on. Expansion almost done there for Musa. I'm floating a whack ton of money here. That's not good. Alright, my lesson from this one. Stop floating so much money. Spend it, spend it, spend it. 1 Marine at a time is not enough spending. Oh, there we go. The starports. 4 starports now. 1 of them is a tech lab. No actual tech going on, though. Did I actually get any research game engineering? There we go. 1-1 underway in the research bay, 1 at a time. I've got my own turrets up here because I do not want to be dropped. Plenty of turrets on the way. But Musa's moving down here. 2 Marines with their combat shields moving out to see what is out in the big, scary old world. Stim pack on the way for Musa. Sorry, not Muta. Musa as well. 2 medevacs, though, coming out from a reactored starport. As I'm working on Cloakenfield because I love my Banshees. And plenty of Widow Mines coming out from my reactored factory. Still supplies pretty much even, though I once again am supply blocked. So there we go. 2 big lessons out of this. Stop being supply blocked. Stop floating so much money. You can see here, the scout for Musa is actually sitting on the low ground here. For my backdoor expansion. I love, by the way, on this map, Polar, I love this expansion. Hidden in the back here. Actually, in a previous match, before I started recording matches, I would just dump 5 or 6 nuke saddles back here. Just go to town with nukes. Loved it. Musa has actually hidden a Marine right here. Good brain. I think I've spotted this, but I haven't figured out how to get him. More missile turrets on the way, because I'm getting a little bit paranoid at this point that something bad's going to happen. And sure enough down here, oh, there it is. Sure enough, something bad is about to happen. Here comes a drop from Musa. Now, I've got units being built here quite regularly, and a Raven, because obligatory Raven. You gotta love the obligatory Raven. The question is, here's the missile turrets. Is it going to stop the drop? I don't know if 2 missile turrets is going to be able to scare this off, and my army is nowhere in position. There's the missile turret attack, and the drop, unfortunately, will complete. Everything will unload. No! And there's the siege tank, but guess what? Boom! Good morning. Goodbye, supply. The SCVs are going to be destroyed. Finally, I get the comments pulled up blended. Medevac will heal up slightly. Widowmine berries gets destroyed. And meanwhile, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I cloak. Why don't I do that? Here come the... And there's a good scan there by Musa to suss that out. Where is my army? Where the heck is my army? Why are they not getting... Finally my army shows up after stuff is... Why are we attacking the plates? Oh my goodness, worst drop defense ever. And now the SCV's like, hey, wait a minute. You're a jerk. We're just gonna hit you with our little... Oh, poor SCVs. All the workers are dead. At least I got some production going on the military side here, but so is Musa. And finally, we run into the jaws of that siege tank and take it out. And now 2 more brand new drops are ready to go here, as is a small contingent of Marines. What do we got going here? We got our own medevac going here. 2 Vikings. Stop those drops. Full complement of... Now, what is this? Why are you just floating there? Why are you not on the ground, like, say, with a reactor or something? Okay. Next lesson from this match. Do not float money. Do not float barracks. Get it on the ground and build stuff. Armor is on the way to complete the 1-1. Combat shields are up to try and get us alive. Well, Stim's on the back of that. Plenty of Marines on the way. SCVs are on the way to try and re-mine this place. The obligatory Raven did manage to get down an auto turret, because of course you do. And a Widowmine as well, try and stop the drop. Marines have been moving out to try and protect these watchtowers. And but guess what? My counterattack has found this, and we're rather peeved about that drop you did. And a little bit of interference there run by the Vikings. Cloak on the Banshee, and obligatory Raven will start, checking everything. It's all good. It's all good. And here comes the rest of them. Yeah, here comes the rest of the army. We're rather peeved at all of this, just a little bit. But unfortunately for me, here comes the drop number 2. I will actually find this 3rd, I think. Musa going for the 3rd. We are both supply blocked here. 78, 78. Even. We're going to find this 3rd and knock on the face of the earth. Unfortunately, the drop is going to be ruthless by Musa here. And my natural is going to be taken out, which is not good for me. But the SCVs will clear out just as... Oh my goodness. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, lift off, lift off, lift off, lift off. There's the cancel. Where's the lift off? There's the lift off. And it's like, alright, leave. Leave all you can. Leave all you can. Oh, no. He decides to pick up, like, alright, well, I've scared that off. And I'm like, oh, you've scared that off? Alright, well, guess what? I'm just going to go ahead and call down a mule and repair myself. So, no big deal. Let's get to work on that. Meanwhile, the army has returned home. We're like, wait, did you just drop? Because if you drop, I'm rather peeved. Oh, there's the big hit from the Widowmine. Unfortunately, he targeted the medevac. There's the scam by me. But this is all out of range. Nobody expected the drop from the other side. Nobody expected this. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the army has returned. We're rather peeved about this whole drop situation. So we will be cleaning this up. Thank goodness. And plenty of production on the way. Stim finally on the way for me. Banshee's like, okay, we got this front all covered. Why do these drops keep coming in? This one Marine down here is doing an excellent... He's injured, but he's doing a great little camo scout. He's like, hey, I'm hidden behind this cliff. Hide behind the cliff. No one can see me. It's perfect. Perfect little decoy here. The SCVs who would run all the way across the map for safety. Like, we're just going to go back get to work now. Nice lunch break there. My army is like, oh, you know what? 4 medevacs? 5 medevacs, 1 Marauder, 3 Vikings. That's how you counterattack. 1 Marine is like, hey, wait a minute. What's going on over here? We're like, hey, no, you're not doing that. That's not going to happen. The army bulks up in mass here, hoping for a counterattack, with only a natural and the main done for Musa here. That main is almost completely mined out. His rally point is to the middle of nowhere. That is not helpful. The natural, though, understaffed both on the gas front and the mineral front. 3rd in the secret location has not been dealt with. But there is, I believe, a siege tank here. Oh, and it's Viking on Viking action. But that should not be a problem, as the first Viking is taken out. Oh, but a high ground siege tank. Good placement here by Muta if he can get into siege mode. Big scanner takes out the Banshee. There's the sieging from up top. And unfortunately, with all this medevac support, it should be easy pickings for the army, and they will, but that high ground siege tank will make life miserable. And missile turrets here from Musa have no problem taking out the Vikings. Can they take out the medevac as well? That would be huge, but the ground forces have other ideas. The medevacs are saved, albeit barely, oh my goodness. And they will clean up the natural. Now the problem is, clean up the natural, it's all well and good. There are still siege tanks here. and they are big and scary and ugly, and we hate them. Musa recalls his troops from the watchtower here. Meanwhile, I have stopped production, which is the true mark of, I believe, a Silver League superstar, when you totally stop your production because, you know, you got other things to do. Bunker going on here to try and hold the upper ground for Musa, as well as some Hellions for some harass. Because when you got money, you spends it, am I right? Yeah. Alright, Medevac's on the way as well. Some Marines and the Hellion try and get stuff out quickly for defense against what I have done here, which is basically park my army, let the Medevacs heal everybody up, and wait for reinforcements. I'm building the missile turret here because, like, yeah, I don't want to get dropped again. I really don't, while I'm trying to rebuild this horribly devastated base. And yeah, more missile turrets. This is good. More missile turrets. I like this. Supply block has been alleviated, but on both sides too. More supply coming down as this base is almost completely mined out. More SCs are being built, but they're not doing much of nothing here. So that's not good. Plenty of energy in the bank though for Musa, so he can scan and mule with impunity. Another bunker on the way as the tanks go in the low ground, try and push out, slowly creep the defensive lines forward. And he's going to do just that, setting up in siege mode. And here come the Marines. They are going to wait for this. Oh, but I've decided, you know what, forget that. I'd like words with you, please. That's not going to happen. Let it complete. I don't care. Just go ahead and blow it right up. But this is going to be a mission here with medevacs and siege tanks back. And my army is, or Musa's army will be able to skip ahead. And that is not what you want to see happen. They are stimmed. They get the stim on and take down the medevacs and the army. The medevacs and medevac, that will clean everything up. A little blast from Hellion. Just say, hey guys, I showed up. I got my cool flame cannon. Pew! And then like, oops. Oops. I chose the wrong time. Run away. Run away. Run away. And Hellion's like, I got this. Oh, nice shot there by the Hellion. Great lineup. Now, I suppose a smart person would load up into the medevac, hit the boosters, and get out. I'm not a smart person, and thankfully the Hellion's like, you know what? I better just consolidate my position here, not overextend. And away we go. Musa's done well to fend off this counterattack here. I'm slowly getting this base back in gear. It's almost mined out, but we gotta do something. And 4 more Marines on the way, because, yeah, we gotta get an army here. I do believe my army did manage to make it home in one piece. Always a good thing. Meanwhile, I need another base here. I got the money. It's time to get another base going. And sure enough, there it is, the expansion. Now, meanwhile, in the back here, this Marine has finally been recalled, but there are Hellions now. They are Hellions, sorry, massing in the back. Do we have a drop coming here? I think I've spotted this. I think I have spotted this. I did, I believe, just caught that. And they are checking there and finding nothing. Well, sir, if you do try to drop, I'm going to be ready for it. I don't think he does, though. I don't think he tries to drop here. No, he's got the siege tank. He's got the siege tank, but I can see it, and that's the end of that nonsense. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a bad idea. Running right by the cliffside is not advised. A little love from the SCV to get the medevac back to full health, and a little bit of a, oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Threw away a Banshee, because why not? Oh, Obligatory Raven is coming back in, as well as high-sec auto-tracking to give me more range on my turrets to stop those drops. Stop the drop. Stop the drop. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's going to drop, and we've run out of position. Turn around. Turn around. Everybody turn around. Everybody turn around. Turn around right now. And the medevac will sacrifice itself to buy me some time. Meanwhile, take down that. Oh, the army's arrived. The army has arrived. Thank goodness. There are the turrets. There are the turrets, making sure the medevacs are cleaned up. And thankfully that drop is stuffed in its tracks. I will say this, that normally I would be, after one drop, that's it. We're done. Totally done. But the nice thing about this is, maybe it's Musa's Bronze League experience or lack thereof, but I lucked out with just enough to survive each and every one of these drops. And now, oh my goodness, 27, 24, because the main is mined out. Nothing more at the main base, except maybe gas? There is some gas, actually. There's a decent amount of Vespine. But nobody mining it. That's not so good. Meanwhile, tons of workers on this fully saturated mineral line. Someone getting to work on the gas, though. I'm gonna spread that love around. Meanwhile, I got the planetary fortress surrounded by missile turrets because, yeah, I want to make absolutely certain this gets done. Obligatory Raven is on the way. 4 more Marines, 2 more Vikings, 2 more Banshees, and someone is attacking. Oh, yes, we are busting the rocks down. We are busting the rocks down. We've had enough of this. We are going to the 3rd base position. I guess this is 3rd, 4th, 3A, 3B. Point is, my 3rd's already up. We got people transferring over. we're going to go get 4th set up here. And get the Terran building armor as well, because why not? As well as durable materials for the Ravens. Meanwhile, finally getting the other half of that 1-1 done is our dear friend Musa, who has, however, an armory up. He has the option. He's got this other barracks coming on the way now as well. It gives us up to a kingly, princely 3 barracks go with his 1 factory, 1 starport. 3rd base also coming up from Muta here at his standard 3rd. Another bunker coming up for defense as well to back up the siege tank, and let's call it a detachment of Marines and medevacs. Another bunker at the back as well, probably to protect that expansion. I assume he has an armory. He's got the engineering. There's that armory. Nothing being researched in it just yet, though, but he is bringing out siege tanks, bringing out marauders. No shortage of units on the way. And there we go. Those rocks have been taken down, and the 4th base for me is underway. Now we have scouts coming out here in the form of Marines, checking for expansions, no doubt. Unfortunately, he's about to learn the hard way. You do not run up to a planetary fortress and expect to live. That is the end of that. And I see that. Oh, another Raven on the way. Gotta love more Ravens. And that's a decent amount of Ravens, actually. I've got more than the obligatory Raven. We got 2 Ravens. 2 Ravens better than 1. I believe that's a thing. Alright. And here we go. Finally, that barracks has landed right with the reactor. Reactor and tech lab come down on the other 2 barracks now. So for a grand total of a double reactor, double tech lab on 4 barracks, that should be enough to do something. The natural here is almost mined out. The main is finally mined out after being recovered from disastrous drops. And we are, I believe, yes, long distance mining going on as we transfer people over to the 4th or 3rd, and the 3rd or 4th is also full as well. So, income is back on track. Orbital command coming down at the 3rd for Musa. He has got a barracks, hidden barracks and bunker in back there. You gotta love that stealth barracks. It's gonna be so effective, getting his army back up there. The current army count, if we just take a quick look at this, 89 to 53 for me, 50 to 32 for the worker supply. So I'm sitting in a good position, just not attacking because... Why am I not attacking again? Oh, there's a big scan there by Musa to see what I've got, and he must see what I've got and go, why isn't he attacking with this? Well, regardless, probably because I'm just making sure I don't get dropped again. Refinery's on the way here. We have the command center. The SCVs are heading over there, so the income is back on track. Plenty of gas and minerals. SCVs, double SCV work to keep that mineral field running and fully stocked and populated. The Marauder and Marine on the way, as well as finally getting my own armory ready to go, as well as some supply depots to keep that supply block going, or keep the supply block open. We are at cap, but you know, cap's so over it. Oh my goodness, we have a fusion core. We have a fusion core from Musa. He is going for big. He's seen the army. He has scanned it. He knows he needs more double armory on the way, actually. Just the 1 engineering bay, though, so he looks like he's going mech. Another barracks as well. 4 barracks. 5 barracks? 5 barracks from Musa. Meanwhile, I have stopped all production, it would appear. As the money scans are coming down from Musa. Oh, someone was scanning. That might have been me, actually. I'm checking to see what has been done, and having seen the Marine there, my SCV's like, oh, I'm gonna do this anyway. You know what? I'm just gonna sit there and try and build this. And that Marine's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this. And then, oh no, the army. There we go. Good job, everyone. Oh, Widowmine, you haven't learned anything, have you? That is a decent army ball, though. And I think at this point, the solitary Marine off in the corner is thinking, wait a minute. I might be needed. I might be needed back to help here, because here we go. Here comes the grand conflict on the snowy polar fields. I believe this is where Musa's going to make his stand, and sure enough, this is where I'm getting ready to pull in, but I'm going to scout this first. Down go the Widow Mines. We have learned something. We have buried. And if we get shot off, they do. Boom! And this Widow Mine is going to try and bury in the back, or maybe just run around and stand there, because why not? Why wouldn't you? That's a fun thing to do. Well, the cool kids are doing it. And I think there it is. There's the secret missile for the Raven, and it connects. Kaboom! And sure enough, the cloaked Banshees, all the Marines and Marauders and Medevacs moving in, the Vikings holding court here, but then they see the missile turret and the Raven's gonna fly in and just sort of, hang out. There we go, there's the auto turret. Harass the mineral line. And at this point, I think it is just a matter of time. The main army is taking up for Musa. Oh, there's the auto turret scouting the high ground, seeing the fusion core. And meanwhile, the Vikings are just hanging out. They're not going to land. They're not going to shoot. They don't need to. Vehicle and ship plating is done for Musa, just about done. Meanwhile, this is sitting here doing nothing, because whatever. And I'm just going to chill here, I guess. I guess we're just going to sit there. And the auto turret's slowly shooting down the fusion core. I think I'm just macroing up here. Is that what's happening? I'm transferring workers over? Must be what I'm doing. Things are happening, though. Upgrades going down 8 Marines for Musa. Some sort of last line of defense, but it's probably not going to happen. Even though we're just sitting here not attacking. Why am I not attacking? Why am I not attacking? This does not make sense. Oh, well, thank goodness I finally got my act in gear, and we got the attack working. Thank goodness we finally got the attack underway here. That was kind of embarrassing, just sitting there and letting him, you know, build a defense. But he's finally had enough, and he sees what's happening. If they fly up, that is indeed the end of it. Music gives up in the face of a huge army. A victory for me as Terran. I think what we've learned about this is drop defense. Very important. Make sure you have your missile turrets in the right place and don't leave your army out of position. Supply blocking. Definitely don't get supply blocked. Thankfully, I was at 200 for this one. And just keep doing what I'm doing as Terran, because it seems to be working for me. So that is my life in Silver League, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arturo. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.